Motion carries 3-0.
Yeah.
Thank you. The next items on the agenda is old business. The first item is update on subpoena for 2020 election documents and ballots from Fulton County. Who added that to the agenda?
Both of us? All of us?
All of
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the board.
Comments or questions from the board related to that topic?
Yeah, Mr. Chair, I don't mind starting. I haven't made a public comment around my thoughts surrounding the Fulton County seizure that took place. And so I wanted to provide that today. I've written them out, so I'm just going to read my notes. That's okay.
Please.
I think by now everyone is aware of the FBI search and seizure that took place a few weeks ago. From day one, before anyone knew what was in the warrant, the narratives began to swarm, which we all began to hear. While it is public knowledge that I was contacted by the Bureau, I had no idea the seizure was going to happen or when it was going to happen. But I hoped for it because, as you know, we also subpoenaed for those same documents. But let me tell you why. When I joined this board, Speaker John Burns gave me one requirement, and that was to do the right thing. That was my only mission. I knew that I had a lot to learn. I knew that there were opposing perspectives and a deep-seated mistrust in our system. But what I did not expect was the number of people who would insist that the election was perfect and one of the best in the country, yet cannot explain how the process actually works once the ballot leaves the voter's hand. That's where I felt like I could assist the most. I'm here to shine the light on issues that have stayed in the dark, that have kept people in the dark. Who you vote for is the only secret part of the election. Every other step must be transparent and it must be easy to understand. So you can't do your duty as a citizen if you don't have that understanding. So to be clear, we're not here because of conspiracy theories. We're not here because of sore loser activists. We're not here because a little bit of fraud that wasn't enough to change the outcome. And we're certainly not here because of some power trip to target Fulton County. We're here because our election has been in question for a long time, well before 2020. In 2018, Stacey Abrams distrusts the process, claiming of vote flipping, hacking vulnerabilities, and machine crashes. Many of the same people who are upset with her questioning today, many of the same people who were upset with us questioning the elections today supported her back then. We fast forward to 2020, and we all went to sleep with Trump in the lead. Our Secretary of State even confirmed in an interview on election night that Trump's lead was significant. We woke up and the lead was gone. That raised questions, and it should be rightful questions. It's okay to question. After the first hand count, it was discovered that 4 counties forgot to upload 6,000 ballots, 1,300 of which were from Trump. Over the course of 3 audits, we got 3 different outcomes. Unfortunately, the machine audit said Biden won by 12,670 votes. The hand count showed a lead by 12,284 votes. The certified vote landed at 11,779 votes. Our job is to make sure your vote is not only cast without barriers, but that it counts. Your vote is disqualified if it isn't cast, but it's also disqualified when it's cast and isn't counted properly. It's disqualified when a coding error causes you to vote for the wrong candidate. It's disqualified when someone who isn't legal votes 23 times in our elections and votes on how your taxes are to be spent. It's disqualified when 300 people vote in your city race without you knowing, giving you a council member you did not elect. It's disqualified when a neighboring voter decides who your mayor will be, effectively canceling your voice. We are here because the public asked. Americans did their duty. They researched, They asked questions. They demanded answers. Because of that, we now know there were ballots that were double counted and tabulated. As we can all see, the recounts were off. Thanks to the efforts of many, we now see that our voter rolls are inflated statewide. And they were inflated when nearly 7 million ballot applications were sent to every registered voter, meaning a house where one person lives could have received multiple applications. This opens us up to ballot harvesting like never before. But this isn't a problem that is new. I've worked in Georgia politics for over a decade. I remember door knocking years ago and noticing that some addresses on my app had upwards to 13 names associated with them. And when I knocked on the door and spoke to the resident, I was told that only 2 people lived there and that the rest of the people on the list were previous tenants. That was over a decade ago. Yet, there's still a consensus from some that we are not to question our elections or our elected officials, which could not be further from the truth. Protecting this republic isn't just the job of a politician. It requires personal responsibility from every one of us. There's a universal rule in politics that when the people drop the ball on our duty, the government will always be there to pick it up. And we're not gonna like how the government carries it. Voting isn't just a choice, it's a duty. It is the price of admission for a free society. And right now, we are being forced to play the role of the adult in the room. And let's be honest, being the adult is difficult. It means making the tough calls. It means demanding standards when everyone else is shouting for convenience. Americans have drawn the line in the sand. It is us saying that our sovereignty is not up for negotiation and our votes are not up for erasure. The only thing that separates us from a banana republic is our ability to choose our own leaders. And right now, the level of vulnerability in our system puts all of our votes at risk. This isn't because our election workers are bad people. It's because they have bad leadership. As a result, they are underfunded, overworked, and left to fend for themselves as if we're living in the wild, wild west. The days of defending those we elected to represent us are over. We are here to trust the word. We are not here to trust the words of politicians who seek their next office the moment they win the first one. We are here to hold them accountable to the job that we hired them to do. We are not the bad guys. Those who break their oaths are. The moment we start listening to weak narratives and parroting misleading talking points is the day we hand over our power and lose this country. It's time to stop making excuses for a broken system and start verifying the one thing that keeps us all free, and that's the American vote. And if you don't guard it, if we don't guard the gate, nobody will. That's my thoughts.
Thank you. Member King, any further